Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another super cool radio interview. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before we dive into this interview, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and make sure to turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any new content and interviews from Super Cool Radio. I have a great guest joining me at this time who I'm excited to have on the podcast. Coming up on October 24th, New Orleans-based Under Black Sky will release a full-length album entitled Bad Blood. Plus, they'll be embarking on their Undead Roadshow with Zombieking and J starting on October 22nd. Please welcome the voice of the unspeakable, KRYSIS.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. Obviously, I have a newer kind of introduction to Under Black Sky. Digging what you guys are doing, so I'm excited to have you on the podcast.
Much appreciate it. We're excited about what's happening, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, for sure. So before we really dive into everything, because obviously you guys have the album and the tour and all of that, I did want to establish some background. So how did Under Black Sky come to be?
Well, that is a mystery.
That's why I'm asking.
It's somewhat a mystery. So the long and short of it is we were four individuals that were longing to do something different, that have been around a little bit, but realized that doing the same old thing would probably not get you what you wanted. And so that you have to change things up from time to time. The world's changing, from every aspect. And, we wanted to position ourselves where it was more than just music. It was something bigger, it was something deeper, something people can connect with. And, it was kind of born out of that, I believe, the demand for something a little bit more unique and something that's deeper than just great music.
I think so. It's definitely, I like the kind of approach that you guys have with this that is more mysterious. There's a whole lore, there's a whole backstory. I know Beast said in a previous interview, it's a movement. Yes. And I think it's very cool because it kind of builds that intrigue along with having great music. Obviously, music is the forefront, but the whole mystique around it as well. Definitely something very cool that you don't see, with many bands. I know there's obviously a few, Sleep Token being one of them, but with that, it's cool to have just something different for people.
Thank you, and I believe so too. I think that people want to be able to connect on another level, and as fans of music, we want to connect on a different level. Like I said, and like B said it correct, it's the movement, and we're doing something that's that's designed around connecting, with as many people that need that connection. And I think there's a lot of people out there in the world today that do need that connection.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Music is, it's universal. It connects people, which is obviously what you guys are doing. Just some different aspects, but it does at the base connect people, which is really cool that people can share a love for something either in person at shows or through the internet. Either way, you can share your connection with other people. It's
important. I think that I think over the past, I don't know, the past 10 years or so, although they're highly connected because of social media, I think they're missing the real connection. And sometimes that can be a little bit misleading. I think it can be a little bit of a facade that we say, oh gosh, we're connected to so many people, but are you really? Are you really connected? Do you really have that true connection and relationship with a living, breathing person that happens to be in front of you, as opposed to, falling victim of whatever's pushed to your feed or what people want you to see. So I think there's going to be a lot. I think what we're doing is like an onion that every after you start peeling those layers back, the more you realize, oh wow, and the more your eyes become opened.
Well, definitely, for sure. Well, I'm excited to see this journey with you guys and see how everything goes. But to your point, though, yes, I've kind of been going through my social media, especially on Facebook, because there's I'm friends with people, and I have no idea about. I know nothing about this person other than a name and a face on a page. So I've been kind of going through like, do I know this person? No. Okay, let me focus on people who like I actually, have met or I know or I've had some connection with. So, but yeah, to your point though, it is kind of sometimes a facade when it comes to who you interact with online.
Agreed.
Kind of transitioning a little bit now. So obviously I did want to talk about, so the upcoming album, Bad Blood, set to be released October 24th. So like, what can people expect from this album?
I think that, the way this was written and the way it was planned is to give the listener an escape and create a universe that we've created. At the same time, gives the listener an opportunity to get lost in that journey and in that universe where they feel that they are a part of it. And I think that's important because I think on the surface, music it changes everything. But when you can sit down, as opposed to, listening track to track and your attention span is so quick, I think what we were trying to do is broaden someone's perspective on sitting down and listening to an entire album in one sitting. Because that's where albums came from. Vinyl's a big thing nowadays. And so I think that if you can embrace that and start from the very first song and follow that all the way to the very end of the album, you can get yourself lost into another world. And I think that that world that is being created, like I said, is designed to have people be able to immerse themselves in it, but then also feel that they are a part of it. And I think that a lot of the songs have different meanings. They may be created for one reason, but I think that they're what they will get out of it might have something to do with their personal life, or might have something to do with what they can relate to, which adds into the lore of what it is we're doing and kind of bridges that gap between creating music, creating an image and a vision, and then connecting with the audience to not just be artist audience, but have it be together.
I think that is really awesome. Definitely look forward to checking out the album when it is available. But what I really like what you said though is like, because nowadays with like Spotify and like digital music, there is like people listen to singles, they listen to a couple songs, they don't listen to like, not speaking for everybody, but majority of people might not listen to an album. And I think bringing that back to where people want to listen to albums, I think is really cool because I'm a huge album person. I love listening to albums front to back, start to finish. I think it's really cool. And if you like listen, as you were talking about, all the way through to certain albums, especially like concept albums or what you guys are doing, you can hear like the full story, the full message. And I think that is awesome.
Oh, that's great. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you feel that way. Hoping that we can appeal to more people to bring them into that way of thinking, because I think that in order to, and you can tell me, but if you're a super fan of any particular artist, you're usually become a super fan because you've invested time, you've invested listening to it, you've engulfed yourself in what they were trying to tell and to teach, or whatever they had to say. And whether that be on a visceral level or just trying to learn what it is that these guys are all about, there will be no longer any type of super fan ever if we continue to just go from one track to another track to another track to another track and not listen and really kind of dive into and seek that longer and deeper understanding of what the music's all about. Because it takes sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 times to listen to one particular song or one particular album to get it. You might not get it in the first two or three go round. And I know some, so there's some artists that I've listened to over the years that if they had to come out in today's environment, I'm not so sure I would have been able to be such a super fan because I may not have invested as much time for that one particular artist. And I'd like to see that come back a little bit.
Oh, definitely, for sure. I'm a huge album person. I like, especially, I think when it's well done, when an album just like flows from one song to the next, and it just carries you through that journey. Like, to me, that's like a true sign, a hallmark of a great album. Yeah,
and if you can go through an entire album and not find a bad song on that album, you've got something there. And I know for the past years, a handful of years, you'll see a lot of bands don't do a lot of albums anymore. they'll do singles, so they'll do an EP, but they won't do a full-length album. And I think rightfully so, because of what we just talked about and people's time span of what they're willing to engage in. But I will tell you that a lot of bands that do come out, even though I'm not criticizing anybody, but our approach to songwriting has always been every song has to be the best song. And a lot of people will tell you that's crazy. You don't think that way, because some songs on an album are not going to be as good as the others, and that's totally okay. And some songs could be fluff, but to make sure that you have enough tracks on the album. And I just don't subscribe to that. If every song isn't as engaging or as moving as this is the best song, then I think that you're missing the boat, and I think that you're cheating the audience.
Oh, definitely. And to me, why would you put something on that you don't believe in either? Because then that's disingenuous to the listener.
You got it. Absolutely.
Well, again, I'm excited. October 24th, Bad Blood will be available as well. But now also during that time span as well, starting October 22nd, you guys, Zombieking and J
yes,
all through Texas. So what can people expect from a live performance of Under Black Sky?
Oh, it's going to be crazy. I mean, I think it's going to be it'll be all encompassing. Our entire focus, our entire goal is to create something lasting, and not just something that you can hear. Something, so I think that's kind of a given. You want to show up to a show and listen to great music, but you can listen to great music at home. I want you to come to a show, and I want you to leave physically moved. I want you to have a visceral connection to, whether it's one or two times in that set, where something in you is shaken, something in you is moved, something in you says, whoa. And when you go home, that'll be something that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And that's our goal. Give you an experience that you can walk away with that says, you know what? I don't know what just happened, but I want to come back.
Well, right. Well, I hope everything with the tour goes well with you guys. I've seen some videos and photos of you guys performing live, and and correct me if I'm wrong. So you guys had some different face paint, I want to say, and now you've obviously kind of transitioned. So what kind of sparked that change?
Well, I think that's all part of the story. It's all part of the lore of what Under Black Sky is all about, and I think that all this will come to light, and will be very. It'll be explained through the show. It'll be explained through the album. Where we came from, where we are, where we're going, what's coming next. This is not something that we just decided. Let's just do this. This is and this album is just the beginning. This has already been a story that we've been wanting to tell. Hence, Bad Blood, Chapter 1 is exactly what it is, Chapter 1. And we're excited to get that out there, start telling the story. And then also for those that really are diving into the story and wanting to find out what the Codex is all about, and uncoding this to try to find out what the next clue is going to be, we've got a Facebook group out there that you can search. It's The Order Beneath, and we'd love to have as many people join that as possible. Gives us an opportunity to communicate, engage on another level, and you will learn a whole lot more about the whole lore behind Under Black Sky.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm definitely very curious about that. I will also leave that link in the description of this podcast if anyone does want to join as well. So kind of curious, so as we're kind of starting to close out this interview here, so I'm curious for you, we're talking about the live performance. So for you, do you prepare mentally and physically differently for a live show compared to recording music?
Yeah, absolutely. Recording music is one thing. Performing a live show is living out that performance that you did on the recording. And, on the recording, you put as much emotion and feel as you possibly can to connect through someone's ears. When you are preparing to perform live, you have to do something visual, and you have to do something that it's almost like, you're getting into character, and you're getting ready to put on a show. You have to tell a story that has to be felt. Has not just be heard, has to be felt, has to be seen. And that does take a different type of preparation. Because if not, I think we'd be cheating people.
Obviously, it is two very different aspects of music, and with what I really like, obviously the live performance side, but it's cool because you're with people, it's interacting in real time, and it's always just very cool to see that energy exchange from the crowd to the performer, vice versa as well. It's always so cool to witness.
Like I said, as a fan of many, many, many artists, I feel the same way. And if I can connect, if I'm in the audience and I can connect with that artist on another level, that's what creates engagement. That's what creates wanting to be that super fan, and I want to give that same feeling back. And I know that everybody else in the band feels the exact same way. So if you have an opportunity, or anybody that's out listening is in and around the Texas markets that we are going to be hitting, this is just the beginning. I'm sure we're going to be hitting many, many markets throughout the U.S. Here soon to tell the story after the album comes out. But if you are in those marketplaces, we want to see you. We don't want to see you. We want to connect with you. We're not let's hit the stage and disappear. We very much want to connect. And I think that makes a big difference as well.
Oh, for sure. It definitely does. And it can definitely be seen, obviously, just in interacting with you as well. It's all about connection, which I think is a super important part of music. But now, as we're starting to close out this interview, so what are the plans for Under Black Sky for the rest of 2025 and into early 2026?
We've got big plans right now. I mean, we really do. We're playing at a level we've never played before. We have goals and vision of doing things we've never done before. There's a lot of things happening behind the curtain, so to speak, that we're not necessarily at liberty to talk about. At the same time, everything that we're doing now is happening just the way it should. Every little step that we're taking is happening exactly the time, the way it should. Every release, every post, every codex entry, everything we're doing is happening just in time the way it should, leading for something massive to happen in 2026. So I like to say is stay tuned. Make sure that you guys are connecting with us on socials and following what it is we're doing, because I trust me, there's no dead end here. It's going to be a lot of exciting things happening.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how everything progresses with Under Black Sky. But for everyone interested, where are the best places to find Under Black Sky online? We connect on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I mean, you can stream us anywhere you choose. And heck, you know what we want to do is we want to, like I said, connect with you, give us some feedback. Get yourself involved and beyond the music. Learn a little bit about what Under Black Sky is all about. Join the Order. Go to the Facebook group page. It's a public page called The Order Beneath. Join that group. You'll learn a lot. I think that what it is it'll be something fun. It'll be something unique. It'll be something that you can feel a part of, because the Order is growing, and we are all a part of the Order. We're all focused in one direction, and we want to grow that Order as big as possible. Very good. As I said, I'll have some links in the description for Under Black Sky. Make sure to check out what they're doing, support, connect with them. They're doing some great things. So make sure to see how everything progresses leading up to 2026. But KRYSIS, thank you so much for hanging out and chatting with me. I really appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate all your support. Anything that we can do for you and your listeners, your followers, please don't be shy. Let us know. Like I said, this is about connection. So this is a mutual thing. We appreciate you so much, and hope to see you again soon.
Oh, definitely for sure. But for KRYSIS of Under Black Sky, I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.